I know that one's especially most common for students. And I'm so convinced that the enemy knows that if he could get us to think that those are the truest thing about us, then our lives are gonna be destroyed. But see, what God wants us to know, and this is such good news, what God wants us to know is that no matter what happens to us, no matter what the future holds, no matter what we go through, the truest thing about us is that we are loved by God. The truest thing about us isn't what we have, it isn't what we own, it isn't how impressive we are. But the only thing about us that can never change, the only thing about us that can never be taken away is that we are loved by God. That is the one thing that can never change. So I wanna share a quote from A.J. Swoboda, a preacher who I love so much. He talked about this same idea when it comes to identity, and it'll pop up on the screens for us. Your problem is not that you're not loved. Do you hear that? I think some of you watching online or in here, this is the one thing that you needed to know. Your problem is not that you're not loved. Your problem is that you have too small of an imagination of how great God's love for you really is. This is so true for us. And another one from Henry Nouwen, he says this: the world tells you many lies about who you are. You simply have to be realistic enough to remind yourself of this. Every time you feel hurt, offended, or rejected, has anyone felt any of those things at all in 2025? Every time you feel those things, you have dare say to yourself, these feelings, as strong as they may be, are not telling me the truth about myself.